Hello dear viewer, I'm leesusss and welcome back to Caravan SandWitch. Last time we buried a child. Yeah, I know, I'm kind of as shocked as you are, but you know, it's not what we expected from this game, but we did it anyway, we needed to. But now we've got a number of quests to hand back to the village. Before we do that, we're out here near Hyla anyway, so I thought we would go and talk to the little bugger and see what the last job is that they need to get done. Oh, there we go. My favourite assistant. How did you get up there? It took time to climb up here, but it's got a nice view of these capsules. Look at that, so it's the capsules from the containers from the docks. So these are ones that we were hearing about were being used to ship things. There were things being launched, I think, that were going up to the solar array or space city or whatever it was, the thing around the sun. I can also see a handle there that we can tear off and have a look inside that container. They look empty. That's because they've never been used. However, I feel like the ruin right next to them is the key we're looking for. So I guess I need to explore every nook and cranny to look for the archives. You're smart, I'm sure you'll go far. If you find the information I need, you'll be free from your duties and will have a big party to celebrate at the end of my studies. A party? Or did you really think we would finish this and part with a simple goodbye? I didn't realize you were going anywhere. Are you not just going back to the cave where the other Renettos live? Oh, I see. So you're moving on somewhere because this is your proof of. This is how you prove you're an adult, or something. I don't know. Yes, you've just told us. You don't need to send me a message immediately. I get the idea. Right. Let's go and tear the handle off of this. It may not have been used yet, but there's something in here, clearly. Oh, there's a box there as well. These don't usually contain anything very interesting, I found. They're just very general items, but I think we might need a lot of stuff. Oh, that was as well, wasn't it? We haven't been told what they need to make next. Yeah, see, basic components. But I think we got a message from whatever her name is, back at the garage to say that she's building a cable next. Why do broken robots end up inside it? That's a good question. Is there a consciousness in here? I'm not seeing one. Okay, we've got some bits. Collect 500 components. Global recycling achievement. Yeah, I'm not very surprised. We have been collecting a lot of stuff. So stop climbing on things just for the sake of it. Right. So now in here we've done a lot of exploring in the aqueduct already. Camera, please. But there were certainly some places we could not get to. Let's try this as a start. It's over that tower over there, isn't it? That's what we needed to get to, I think. Well, I should probably really have scanned this to look for what do you call it? Hackable thingies. So we haven't been up here before. Good. Get the exceptional item. I'm presuming it's going to be up here. We've already ripped open some of these in the past. That dish isn't doing anything. We have a little space to plonk our bottom and stare. Is this the closest we've been to the storm so far? I think it might be. Been sitting up here sipping out of a clay carafe. Good way of keeping your water cool, but you need a lid on that. Those are the broken containers. And a dead grandma down there. Right. No. Attempted to commit suicide as usual. And in here we have more than just components would be nice. Here's the archives. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Fairly easy to find. Oh, and a flip switch. Shush, pull the lever. Oh, it's a ladder going down. Oh, good, okay. Anything else in here? No. Have we been in here before? I think we have. Yeah, I think we have. We just couldn't... Yeah, we have. I saw I couldn't climb up this way. Nothing else in here, is there? Anything down there? Nah. Exactly the same model as Garantz's spaceship. It's got little grabby hands on it, which is cool. I can see a component in there. Give it to me. Gimme, gimme. God damn it. How do I get in there? Okay. Will you like to do a small fall for me? Just a very gentle... No, you just can't, can you? You're incapable of doing a small movement. We got it. Okay. So this seems to be the last thing we need to do around here. And I guess then we'll say goodbye to Hyla. Here you go. Here are the archives. So it's the last of them. When I think I almost recruited Olivier in the first place. I'm so glad you came back. We made it. What was the purpose of the aqueduct in your opinion? It's an aqueduct. It carries water. The name is figurative. There's not even one drop of water in this aqueduct. Not anymore. There might have been though. You can't call it an aqueduct. There's no water in there. Two purposes. First is to be the main operational centre of the region. Engineers could monitor docks like Labortech as well as their robots. I think it's actually more interesting. The aqueduct is the entrance of a tunnel leading to the Tarrasque. I guess it's collapsed the same, but do you realise what that would mean? Capsules were going through this tunnel. Exactly. Mines were sending resources to Labortech in order to build Helios's modules. The docks had received the capsule parts that we later wrapped around... Ooh, graphics suddenly popping in. Around Helios's modules. Capsules were... Why are you being slow today, computer? You've been fine. Is it the heat? It is very hot today. I suspect that my computer's getting hot in the office. Even though I'm in the evening, it's slowing it all down a bit more. Before we sent to the Tarrasque. We're all waiting for it now, waiting for the graphics to pop in. The satellite was there to make sure the Tarrasque had the right coordinates for launch. And the Tarrasque, once loaded, it would launch capsules right into the sun. Well, hopefully at the sun, not into the sun. It was the most important machine of the consortium. That's the reason they left after the incident. The last reports show it would cost a fortune to have the machine repaired. It's like the production line stopped being profitable enough. And it's also written that there were almost no facilities around the Tarrasque because of its magnetic strength. So the other parts of the planet were way more industrial than this one. It gives me the creeps. That's quite scary if the whole rest of the planet is just like a factory. And all that just for this. Virtually infinite power. For billions of modules in orbit around the sun. For boundless energy supporting Space City's lifestyle. The way you described Space City didn't feel like boundless. It felt like utilitarian. Well, obviously there's some things going on, I'm sure, that do lead to a lot of power. Drying out and eroding planets and leaving when it's not profitable for them anymore. That's how it is, Soj. I will never forgive the consortium, just like all the other Renators. But we have to move on. Do you think this is their planet and we've come here? Do you think we're the spacefaring race that has come and landed here and they're the originals? My slaves are now ready. I have a party to set up. Yeah, have your head screwed on, right? What, you mean to party? I guess so. That's not what we meant, Renate. High level, okay. Meet me at the cave so we can party! Okay. We will party when we get there. I need to head back anyway. Let's go to the village first. And actually, let's have a little scan here first, saying that. We are still looking for consciousness. Yeah, so we haven't done Labotech yet. I might as well do Labotech while I'm here, mightn't I? Yeah? That's a component. It's not very interesting. I'm more interested in all the underground stuff. There's a toaster to hack. And we've got a... There's definitely something else going on here. Because we've got underground symbols over here, haven't we? We saw the underground. Have we been to this underground already? I can't remember. But we'll head up to go see that toaster. What's with the balloons? Do you reckon we have to do something with the balloons? I'm wondering. Is there a use for the balloons? It's almost like you could grab them. I can't grab them with the grapple. They're too high. Just wondering. I don't think we've been here before. We must have missed this before. There's a radio. Another nomad encampment. This must be when they spend several days rummaging through the ruins. A switch. Which did a ladder somewhere. But I'm not sure where. Oh, it did a little platform here, didn't it? Okay, let's not do this yet. Is there not something over here first? There is, because they don't burn. Don't set yourself on fire. Oh, there's nothing here. This could have been a place where there were sandwiches there before, like cereal bars. The ones when I was searching for them. The ones I found weren't the only ones. There were more than that available to make it a bit easier to find. Grab that. The plague of one button for everything. We'll do to test when games do that. That is something, not quite sure what. Not sure I like music from the 30th century or whatever we are in here. It's not really my kind of thing. That's fine. Things change. Looks like a landing pad to me. No ships to come and look for me. No. Where's that toaster? There's a toaster. Oh. What are we looking over this time? The rocky expanse. Where's that toaster before? I've got to hack that. I suspect it's actually below me and I've walked past it. Another grapple point I must have missed. I'm sure I could have used that and made this a whole lot easier for myself, but you know, it's not how I do things. I have to do things in the most awkward way possible. Yep. And it is a truck one. I do like driving underground, it's kind of fun. Labotech basements. Right, let's get the scanner out. Oh, we have loads of stuff. No, get out of the van. Very exciting to have loads of stuff around here. We will take the high road first. Oh, I've got grapple line, look. Ooh, this is quite nice around this bigger area. I like it. Is there a consciousness? There's bound to be a consciousness around here somewhere, isn't there? Something even more weird than a what do you call it? We can't open that one. Even more weird than what it was last time. We do a slide under here? But sadly, SandWitch does not have a slide. What we found last time? A capacitor, wasn't it? A capacitor with a brain. Can I crawl under here? No, we can't. Oh! Are you that one we met before, or are you a different one? I still want to meet our little friend, our little collector friend. I don't know where they are. Check all the nooks and crannies, all the little corridor bits. Who knows what might be lurking down there. Nothing down here but big tanks of stuff. Got a little flat robot. We have, what is this, like a big lift? We go even deeper? Where does that lead to? Is this the... Oh, it's like a big angled lift thing. I've got a bit of a Half-Life flashback there. What's going on there? Are we allowed to go down there? Is that the tunnel that goes to Helio? What do you call it? The Tarask. Or is it they said someone sealed it with explosive, didn't they? Gimme? Oh, I thought we'd be able to grapple that. No? I saw those before, and I felt certain we'd be able to grapple them, but we can't grab them. Is that a power cable login thing? That when we put the power cable, we'll be able to do that? Is that what that's for? Don't know, I'm quite surprised. We saw those on another structure somewhere. That little thing. Maybe it was near the wind turbines. And I felt certain that was what it was going to be, but obviously I'm wrong. Unless we have to power it first and then we can grapple it? What's up here? Anything else? Oh, there's a humble component. Oh, we'll take the zip line now, actually. We can. There's no harm. It's probably just components over there. Yeah, it looks like it. Although we can go higher. Very exciting searching this sort of place. Terrible if you got lost. I mean, you could get lost in here, couldn't you, really, and be like... make sure you had lots of food and water to search someone like this. We don't have a crouch, do we? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm still stuck in camera mode, I think. God damn it. I'm not the sort of person that uses camera mode for... Oh, we've got rare ones. Rare components. I'm not a camera mode type guy. Any more than I'm a cosmetics type guy. I just don't care. It's not what I care about with games. Exploring and making. That's what my thing is. Ah! Crap. So I think we're in here too soon, aren't we, really? That's the problem. Well, let me jump over. No. There we go. Okay, we shall come back. There's a robot symbol there. Is that the one on the map, do you think? It could be. Is there anything we can hack around here? No, it'd be lit up if we could hack it, wouldn't it? Component. Okay, I've broken. I've been a sequence breaker. I have come here too soon. We'll be back if I can reverse past this object. There we go. Right, let's read the message on the toaster. It's a message from Garance for Nefle. How is the path calculation going? Not that I don't trust you, but you know, as in a transport path. Make sure we get the spaceship to school in one piece. Spaceship? Interesting. Where were you planning on going? We're still missing things from Nefle. She's still not told us everything. It is quite frustrating not to be trusted with that. But there we go. Right, let's report on our successes. So first of all, kick that football. And then the man over here is the one, the baker, is the one complaining about the delivery service, which we resolved previously. So, thank you for your help. Well, we used to make a good team when we baked bread together in the past. That's true, I remember that. It's perfectly normal for me to help you. It's just a pain in the butt. I recycle this cooler. Okay, good. Thanks, yes. The parcel was meant to be sent to a person called Dennis Rasco. Maybe you could try to contact them on Toaster? They may have received your flour. Ah, that won't be necessary. Why not? Well, okay. It's my birthday. That's what people call me when I was living in Space City. You're just the village's grumpy old guy. That's what's at me. I used to be optimistic in my youth. I thought it was possible to be accepted in Space City. We worked hard. So what happened with like the getting the? So you didn't, not that you got the mixer instead of the flour. You just didn't get your flour, or there was 2 deliveries. Okay. I said use another name to make sure no one finds me and was to increase my chance of fitting on a cigar. Exactly. Why would they chase you down? There's no, you know. Yeah, why would they really care about you? But who knows? What are you going to ask me? Do you want to bake bread for me for old time's sake? Of course. Saffron's been a little bit... Dennis has been a little bit less grumpy. Which is nice. And some delicious bread. I could do with some delicious bread. But anyway. What else do we need to do around here? We need to go and have a party with the frogs. So that's done. We need to find more consciousnesses, but we can't get to it. This one is not timed though, so we can worry about this one. Let's go to the frogs maybe, and then we'll... what are you chiming about? Go away, Toaster. We'll go to the frogs, have a quick party, and then... Oh, there's the ball down there. And then we can find out what we need to make next. Actually, you couldn't do that now. Have we already got the components for what's being made next? Here are the plans for the energy cable. Oh god, we're killing it, aren't we? To power our devices with the van. No, we're gonna. I know it says we've got nothing to do, but we are going to try and do it within some sort of sequence here. Let's go and see the frogs first, because I think it'd be a nice bookend. Or not bookend. Yeah, bookend? It's not a bookend for the video. We didn't start with frogs. And then I finished the video. Okay, time for a frog party. With all these bioluminescents, you'd be hoping they'd maybe have a good rave or something in here. You know, toadstools flashing on and off or something. Were they always glowing like that? And the bottom was always glowing? Or has it changed a bit since we were here? Where are you? You're up there. Okay. That's awkward. What's going on, little frog? We're waiting for you. We'll never be able to finish my studies if it weren't for you. Well, don't tell everybody that. Say you did it all yourself. Time to party. Are we going to see a party, or is it going to go screen black. You didn't even tell us you would go on an expedition. We got scared knowing you were up this whole time. But I did a great job. Exactly. Your work will be very useful for our new beginning. What new beginning? They're free to do whatever they want. Well, anyone else hardly has the right to say anything about what our community is supposed to do. Unlike humans, young Renators are born with their ancestors' knowledge. Oh, interesting. Young people are the ones making our kind of progress. And what progress it is, we know way more about the outside world than before. It's like other Renators before your first achievement. And I guess everything you learn feeds into the communal intelligence. It's very good. I do like that. Very Dune. If you don't know what I mean, read the Dune books rather than the films. You grew up with the mycelium. You read it in its entirety. It is now time for you to add your contribution. Here's your instrument. If every Renator owns an instrument, talk to the mycelium and write information into it. I've watched it since you were Tito, in anticipation for this very day. Well, that is nice. Yeah, don't do any old graffiti and hate speech onto the network. Don't think we forgot your contribution. What are you going to give us? A copy of Hannah's guitar. I'd like you to have it. Wonderful. Not an ancestral, but what's the word? I can't think what the word was. My language is failing me these days. A cultural symbol, more than just an instrument. Very nice. Very kind indeed. We'll hang out carelessly. You're a frog, you've got wet eyes anyway. We'll hang it carelessly on the outside of our van so it gets warped in the sunshine. Okay. You alright, little buddy? Isn't it too big for you? That's normal. You're going to grow your whole life. Go on then, give us some knowledge. In 80 years, I'll be as big as Fuscus. Fuscus is 80. Of course, unlike humans, Renators don't die of old age. I thought Renators were buried in the desert. Yes, in our culture, the end of our life is a celebration. Those Renators are reaching an age where they are starting to become a burden on the community. Yeah, I guess age is not the same as ability. You know, infirmity can come in. We can all decide when to go, and our tombs are used as knots in the mycelium network. The mycelium spends in the remains? Yes, and no at the same time. A buried Renato is not really dead. Oh, have you transcended? Has your consciousness become part of the network? Ooh, I like that. So that really, I was wondering about that, so that really is a Renato. It's not just a big toad hill, shaped like a toad. It's really a Renato. So this is pretty... I was thinking that earlier as I came into the cave. Is this one of the last bits of their civilization? But it's all stored within here. Yeah, exactly. Are there other Renato communities? There are a lot, but they're facing the same problems. You've got to reconnect them all. Oh my god, I've been playing Death Stranding as well. It's the same bloody thing again, making networks and dots. How was Sigelo before its exploitation? Grapopo engraved a few of their visions of the world in my childhood into our mycelium. It was really humid. It was a huge swamp. Our civilization was all over the planet, and we lived outside. We had cities, transportation, billions of people. I feel really bad for this. This is really crap, isn't it? There's no convenient place for their machines. They dried up the whole surface. The sand of the desert is made of the ruins of our world. That is awful. Is that worse than burying a robot last episode? I don't know. We're pretty shitty. We're a shit species. I can't wait to give my body to the mycelium and help recreate our world. Oh, that, oof. What a finisher! What a finisher to the episode. I mean, I do like it. It's got more than just we're hunting around and there's not really a reason to. We don't know why we're doing it. You know, there's a real bit of story there about what's going on. I don't know why I didn't twig before the fact that, you know, this is obviously not our world, it's their world. Ah, there we go. Thanks for watching, dear viewer. Next episode, we'll go and make the power cable thing with the with all the components we've got. We've got one robot we know we can go immediately and rescue, and then we'll see what else we've got to do. We still haven't really linked the network up yet. We're still missing a few pieces. So I'll put you to a big session of hunting around, lots of editing, and finding all the bits we've got to do before we move on to the next area, which I guess is transporting ourselves into the Trask. But possibly there'll be something else to do first. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the game. Thanks for watching anyway, and hopefully you'll join me again next time.